Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz here with your Pick Dawgz morning show for Tuesday, March 10th, 2026. Good morning everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Conference tournament play. It's I know it's a grind, especially for a couple of the guys on today's show. It's late nights. Got to know who's playing each other, the matchups, even the article writers at pickdawgz.com. A lot of hard work this week. Chris, let us know how have you been doing this week?
I don't know. I'll let you know when I get some actual sleep, more than an hour. But yeah, no, it's like you said, it's a grind. But this is kind of what we live for this time of year, and it's kind of what we brace ourselves for. Is where we do all the research, so we know these teams when it gets to this point in the season. But yeah, I'm ready to break down the card today. 3-3 day yesterday. Dropped my two plays of the day, which was off. The Columbus Blue Jackets got me, and the Northern Colorado. But that's okay. We're coming back today with it. Some decent spots on the board. I think we can help everybody make some money today for sure.
Sounds great. Yeah, I was on the wrong side of that Blue Jackets game as well. They, tied the game, go to overtime, lose it. But hey, at least the Islanders get a little bit of a breathing room in the standings. I guess that's a saving grace. But Brian Bittler, good morning. Coming off a winning day, I believe, right, Brian?
Oh, it's always a great day when you're 3-0 the night before. Brooklyn Nets, Titanium cashing. Always fun to take Brooklyn. Then the Clippers got it done. Troy University, the Trojans got it done. So I'm in a great mood today and ready to argue with Brad, hopefully, and we'll see what comes of today.
Always love the Brian and Brad arguments. We'll see if there's a hat wager involved today. Brad with no hat today. We don't usually see that head of lettuce.
Yeah, you lost it to Brian.
All my hats are gone. I had to sell them off. But shit, man, I'm doing good too. Nice little winning day yesterday. I needed that, and I'm just excited for what's to come. These little conference tournament games have been fun. They've been fantastic, but now the big boys get in action, and as every day passes, the stakes get higher, and I'm just pumped. So ready to do this show, and then I'm ready to watch college basketball all day. Can't complain.
Yeah, this is the best part of the season. I mean, I honestly could like conference tournament play just as much. I don't think more, but just as much as the big dance. I mean, seeing these mid majors, we got tomorrow Boston U and Lehigh in the Patriot League Championship. It's like no Navy, no Colgate. Cinderella has made its way into the championship. So these are the games that make March the best. But I'm excited, and for me, coming off a 1-1 day, I had the Blue Jackets on the ice, so lost that one. But I was on the other side, the good side of the NCU Montana game. Montana big lead early, and then of course, typical March fashion, no lead is safe, and that game got very dicey down the stretch, but they were able to hold on. I think the card today is great. I think honestly the NBA card's also really, really strong today. Big NHL card, so a lot to look at today. Jay is not on right now. He may join at some point. I texted him. He's busy working on that jam session, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him join late. We don't usually get Chris on Tuesdays, so welcome, Mr. Ruffalo. Glad you could make it. And I know he's going to give us some nice tidbits. He's one of the best in the mid majors. He knows his stuff when it comes to those smaller conferences. So we'll see what we got. But what do we say we get right into it, guys? We'll start with the NHL. Oh, WBC, I'm seeing comments for. It's been I've loved watching that as well this week. It's Japan, Czechia this morning was close 0-0 for the first 8 innings and then 9-0 final. But I think that I mentioned I like Italy to advance out of their group. I think Italy tomorrow over Mexico. I think that you're going to get a good price on that. That's something I would look at. But we'll see.
What's your thoughts on the
enough
USA?
in their games to win. It hasn't been flashy, but like Skeens was dominant. Matthew Boyd is Matthew Boyd. It wasn't a surprise to see him struggle, but I think it's sometimes you'll see when teams have so much star power and they change the lineups all over the place, it's tough to get that chemistry going. I think that's kind of been an issue with the United States so far, but so far so good. I mean, they're finding ways to win, and we'll see if they can get past Italy. But I think they're still favorites to win it. I think that Dominicans look strong offensively. Japan's had some moments, so the best teams I think are going to be in the semifinals yet again this year. What about you, Brad?
I mean, with the team that USA has, maybe I'm just a hater, but I'm looking for like 15, 20-point run games.
Yeah.
Am I being delusional, or have they been a bit disappointing?
I mean, they covered against Brazil when they were laying 9.5. They were the Mexico game. I mean, they hadn't beaten Mexico on the WBC since 2006. So, they were favored. They were heavy favorites, but they still got the job done. They've struggled with Mexico in the past. The Great Britain game was a little sloppy at first. Like I said, I mean, it's kind of like when you're in non-conference play in college hoops and you've got Mississippi Valley against Gonzaga. It's like you're not really that concerned if Gonzaga wins by 30 versus 40. It's like, all right, they still won by 30 and they're still Gonzaga. So I think the United States will figure it out once it gets to the high leverage spots against some of the best teams.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get into the NHL. We got a solid hockey card today. Starts at 7 Eastern. We got the Kings and the Bruins, Sharks and Sabres. Sabres coming off an unbelievable game against the Lightning the other night. That was one of the best of the season. They're on a nice run. You got the Maple Leafs and the Canadiens. Big rivalry, of course. I know Ruffalo will be interested in that one. Got the Blue Jackets and the Lightning. We got the Red Wings and the Panthers, the Flames and Rangers, Penguins, Hurricanes, all those games at 7 Eastern. Then we go to 7:30. My Islanders taking on the Blues. The return of Braden Shen to St. Louis. We've got Utah, the Mammoth, taking on the Wild. Ducks and Jets. Oilers and Avalanche should be a good one. And Predators and Kraken. So a lot of great games today for this Tuesday hockey card. Jay has joined us today as well. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Just
Too
went
good of
over
a
the
card.
hockey game.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's a great card.
Ain't nobody worried about hockey today.
Oh, yeah.
You shut
worried
your
about
mouth.
everything.
We got college hoops. We got
Shut
12
your
NBA
mouth.
games. Ain't nobody worried about the ice.
NHL
you
card's
shut
better
your
than
mouth.
college basketball today, in my opinion.
Ain't
Nobody's worried about
nobody
that farce.
worried about the ice.
Nobody's worried about that bullshit farce of a WBC tournament.
I ain't worried about that neither today, man. The Big 12 tournament starts today. Y'all know that they call me Mr.
On that
Big
joke
12.
of a court.
You know they call me Mr. Big 12. So you know we active there. And then the NBA, 12 games. Chef's kiss. Let's break it down.
Oh, I've never heard
The
anybody
Big
call you
12's a
Mr. Big
joke
12.
for doing that stupid.
Yeah, I
court.
just made that up.
No, I'm saying for doing the stupid glass court or whatever the hell they're doing. That electronic court.
Jay joins and Chris got in a bad mood. He was in such a nice mood before you joined, Jay.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. Coincidental timing.
Now he's in a surly mood, as we say.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
all right, Chris. Let's now we'll go to your happy place. Let's talk about hockey. What do you like
all
today?
right. Yeah, now I can meditate again. I'm gonna go with the over in Oilers Avalanche. We said it before. Oilers overs lately have been feeding families, and I think it's no different with this game. I don't trust Edmonton's goaltending worth a lick. I think Colorado pours 4, 5, maybe even 6 goals on them. Hell, they dumped 9 goals on their head in the first meeting. And I think Edmonton will still score a couple. Anytime you have Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid, you're going to be a threat to score some. But I think that the over is worth looking at here, as well as the Avalanche. Maybe go same game parlay there. I'm going with the Jets on the money line against the Ducks. It's just this is the first road game for the Ducks in a month and a half. And they've been far less effective on the road. The Jets, they're in desperation mode, and we're starting to see it. They're starting to play well again. Connor Hellebuck's carried over some of that momentum from that gold medal performance at the Olympics, and he's just turning into what the Winnipeg Jets need. They need their goalie to stand tall. I just think this is the fate of Anaheim on the road. They're going to be fine when they get back home, but right now I just can't get there with Anaheim on the away from the Honda Center. So give me the Jets in that one.
All right, Jets for Ruffalo. Brad, hockey for you today? Anything?
Yeah, the only one I like here, I'll take a shot with the Panthers at these odds. Panthers definitely, it's been a down season. They haven't been great, but for those reasons, we're getting some good prices with this team. Damn near even odds at home here. They're coming off a 4-game road trip back home. They struggled on that road trip. This team has lost 4 of their last 5. I think it's even though they are coming off a win, I think this is still somewhat of a buy low spot on the Florida Panthers. And I think it's a good price. So nice little discount. Give me the Panthers.
The Cats for Brad. Brian, you said this is a strong hockey card.
Wow.
What do you like?
It's like a bizarro world here. I agree with Brad and Ruffalo here. I like the Winnipeg Jets here. Chris is right. Desperation mode. Anaheim at plus 118 with 35 wins. I don't know. Just looks like they're suckering into the Ducks. I like the Florida Panthers, 12 points behind the last wild card spot. They got to start turning it on. I think the Red Wings are frauds. Florida just beat them. I think they take them out again. And my favorite play is the Flamers, Calgary Flames, Both teams on a back-to-back. Giants. The Rangers are horrible at home. Flames horrible on the road, but I like the Flames squad. I think you're getting a good deal, plus 115.
Man, so you're big into Calgary, big into Nashville. Does that make Brian a flaming predator?
Whatever. That's those teams are under the radar. People don't bet Calgary. People don't bet Nashville. They're small market teams. That's why I like them.
All right, well, whatever you say. We've got a lot of comments. No hat, Brad. Is it a new thing here, Brad? What do you think?
No, sometimes I just, I do the hair. I want to look nice, I don't know.
I think you look sharp, Mr. Francis. I'll tell you that.
I appreciate it. The hat will be back tomorrow, though. But every once in a while,
time to start winning some hats so you can get out of the doghouse.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, he's got nice hair. He needs to show it off, Ron. When he gets to be my age, we try to cover it up because we don't have hair, me and Ruflo. So if I was him, I would show his hair.
Chris got some hair still.
Yeah, he's got a little peach fuzz on top.
I feel like my shit's
Don't loop me into this. Just have a couple of grays here and here, just because I still have it. When I shave my head, I shave it because I still have the choice to do it. I'd rather have the choice now before I get it taken away from me by Father Time.
What's up with y'all?
Oh, we got the jam session in the background. What's going on today with this show?
I thought I was muted.
Now, for me in hockey, I like the Lightning on the puck line. I think Columbus really needed to win the first half of their back-to-back because now second half with travel against one of the top teams in the conference. The Blue Jackets have been great in the last month or so, but this is a really tough spot to be in. Tampa, we know, a great home team. Maybe not as dominant this year as in recent seasons, but I think it's all Lightning in that one. I'll take them on the puck line. And then I also, I got to agree with these guys on the Jets. I think that the Ducks have also been a team of, fast-paced team, fun team to watch. But Winnipeg, I like the spot for them. They've been okay at home. The Ducks have just not been good on the road, though. Below 500 away from home. I don't love backing Anaheim on the road unless I'm getting like plus 150 or so. That's not the case here. I'm going to take Winnipeg and take them on the money line. Jake, anything for you in hockey?
Yeah, man. Today hockey is stupid easy, man. Just take all the favorites and you'll be all right. Bruins, we know what's up with them at home. They're not losing to the Kings. Just take the Bruins at home. Until they fall off at home, I'm there. Today, I know I like busting Chris's balls. I want to bust them again. Give me the Canadians. Because the Toronto Maple Leafs are some shit. I'm sorry. They've won the last two against the Maple Leafs. I think this is the spot where they come back home and get back to regular schedule programming. So they're this sizable of a favorite over Toronto. Whenever the Montreal teams has a chance to beat up on Toronto, they will. I like the Hurricanes against the Penguins. The Hurricanes go stupid, dummy crazy at home, at the crib. Stars, man, we finna kick the living crap out of the Golden Knights. The Golden Knights so shit right now. Stars overall have played well. They've only laid one egg, and it wasn't even an egg. It was we let the reins go against the other best team in hockey at home in a tightly contested, probably game of the year style game. Other than that, man, we've won 11 of 12. Golden Knights some shit right now. We finna beat up on them tonight. And give me the Avs. Give me the Avalanche. Oilers, they ain't got nothing for them boys. Last time we saw these teams play was a 9-1 ass kicking. The Avs are just playing really well right now, and I ain't looking to jump in front of them and fade them. Give me Colorado.
So would you say that the Avs are still the Stars' little brother, as you said last week?
Yes, I still stand by that statement, and I think I'll be proven right in the end. But shout out to Colorado. Shout out to Colorado. Playing really well right now. Second best team in hockey.
Wow. So it's still second best, huh?
It doesn't piss me off. Give me Maple Leafs money line.
Ooh.
This is the one they want. Slander. Yeah, we're shit, but this is the one. That's going to be the hill I die on. I'm just going to keep always saying it's going to what my tombstone is going to be saying. This is the one.
When it comes playoff time, Jay, and when we meet up, Stars, Avs, we're going to place a fat bet, me and you.
We will.
We will.
We will. We might gotta go.
Hey, Brad's gonna get one back.
Yeah, no,
I might gotta pop up. Last time I popped up to Colorado for a playoff game, my Stars got the dub. So
this season's different.
We'll see. I have been in Ball Arena to see my Stars knock off the Avalanche in the playoffs. I have done that.
You did.
So it might be fun to do it again this year. You know.
Yeah, hopefully we can get that matchup because I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that wager as well.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the
We just
NHL.
gotta have a whole Instagram stream. These two guys go to the same game, and they each it's like a side by side, and just have Brad's face on one side, Jay's on the other.
That would be fire, honestly.
And then just
In terms of better venue, though, you should probably come to Dallas because our games are way more turnt than y'all's games are.
Ball Arena, like as a stadium's not great. You know?
Yeah, it's cool, but like the style of people in y'all's arena versus the style of people in our arena, we're just a little more. We're a little more turned up.
Careful with this one.
You got a guess, man?
That's all I'm saying.
I'm pull up.
So yeah, I got to guess bet.
No, we're more chill in Colorado. We're more chill in Colorado because of the weed, but like that's about it.
I would say it's an older, white, more reserved crowd. That's all I would say. They're just a little more reserved. They're just,
I think that's a fair assessment, honestly.
Yeah,
they're that type of crowd. You know, they turn up, they do their chants, but it's not Dallas. It's not like us when we got our towels going, Dallas, Star. You know what I mean? We be in their turn. So it's just different.
Yeah, the House fans are just like, bro.
Yeah, you know. As somebody, I travel to go to games. I like feeling the different atmospheres in places. Like that stupid, dummy, crazy, but it's because of the elevation and things of that nature more so than the home crowd. You know, but Dallas, in terms of, except for Cowboys games because they're more corporate, but other than that, like Mavs, Rangers, Stars, the fans, they pretty fun and they're pretty loud.
Well, I got to take you to an Islander playoff game. Show you that at the Coliseum, especially not anymore now with UBS.
They get pumped because there's not that many of those.
I'm down.
When it comes to a crowd perspective, what's the toughest places to play on ice? This might be a roof question. I don't know.
Tampa's pretty tough.
Carolina.
Yeah. In the East, it's Tampa and Carolina. It's honestly the teams that are there.
The two teams that go stupid, dummy, crazy at home at the crib.
Tampa and Carolina for the East. Vegas is really good for the West. I went to a Vegas game.
Yeah, I feel like Vegas be turned. I feel like
that environment is insane.
Ron, you was there this year. What'd you think of the Vegas? Was it all right?
Honestly, I mean, it was a great experience, but it wasn't like intimidating as a road fan. Like we felt like, I mean, we won, obviously it helps, but it wasn't like they weren't like belligerent fans. Tampa, their fans will make you feel it. And I've been to a road playoff game when they lost 8-0 and it was not fun. So
then we got two completely different crowds then because they hated us.
Wow. I guess maybe because of Maple Leafs. The Islanders are not really a team
but also
care about.
Yeah. Also the fact that it was the Mitch Marner revenge game. We actually had more fans there, I think, than they did.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, there was a lot. I mean, the Maple Leafs are already a hated team league wide, and then you got Marner, so that must have been really fun.
Maple Leafs kind of like the Cowboys. When the Cowboys come to town, everybody show up. You know, when the Maple Leafs come to town,
and the ticket prices go up.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
y'all got me talking more hockey than I thought I would.
I know. Here you go, talking hockey. Well, let's get to college hoops because I know Brian's going to want.
I got a basketball one-on-one game. You guys are slowing me down.
Brian's playing 21. So we got college hoops.
Brian's going to have the 1960s shorts on today.
Oh, God. I don't need to see that. College hoops starts 12:30. We got afternoon college hoops. Baylor, Arizona State in the Big 12 tournament. We've got Alcorn and Prairie View in the SWAC. Pittsburgh, Stanford in the ACC tournament. Utah, Cincinnati at 3 Eastern. Syracuse, SMU. Maryland and Oregon in the Big 10 tournament. UMass Lowell and UMBC in the America East. And we'll stop with Missouri State and FIU in the Conference USA. So anything till 7 Eastern. Brad, you're up first.
Yeah, I'll start with the first game of the day. Baylor, Arizona State. I'm seeing a lot of Baylor love. This team has been fake sharp in these spots all season long. I'm fading them. Give me Arizona State here. I mean, Arizona State just beat Kansas. This isn't a bad team. They're not a great team, don't get me wrong, but they're not a bad team. And I think these teams are on similar levels. We just saw Arizona State go into Baylor. They only lost by 5 just a couple weeks ago. I think this one's close. I think it's competitive. I think it's a game either team could win. I'll take Arizona State plus the 4. You may look at these teams on paper, and yeah, Baylor might look like the better team, but from what we've seen this season, I think these teams are very close and competitive with each other. So I'll take the 4 points there. I will take Stanford, and I'll lay it. So I faded Stanford in their last game against NC State. I watched that whole game. Stanford's good, man. Stanford's good. Abuka Okori is nasty. He's a guy in tournament play that could really do some damage. Like, this is a Stanford team that I got my eyes on. This is not a team that you match up with and it's going to be easy. Pitt's been ass all season. Let's be real. Laying 5.5 with Stanford, it does kind of seem a little bit tough, but I think in this spot they are better and they'll pick up a win and cover. I've been hating on Oregon all season long, but I actually will take them in this one. Maryland has been terrible, 11-20 straight up. Oregon 12-19 straight up, so still really bad. But I trust Altman as a coach in these tournament style games. Nate Biddle still the best player on the court. I think they do enough to beat a really, really bad Maryland team.
All right.
So you can trust Oregon, but you can't trust Baylor. Okay, I'm just.
Well, I mean, but Oregon's playing Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is honestly more of a fade than Maryland than me loving Oregon.
That's fair.
You're gonna be on Baylor?
I'll get there.
All right.
I hate all Brad's picks today.
All right, Brian, tell me
I know
why
all
you
you guys
hate
are gonna
him.
be on Baylor. It's
Now we're back in my comfort zone. I love the Baylor Bears today. I think they're the best 500 team. Or 16-15. I think they've massively underachieved this year. We started to see them pick up the play as of late. Arizona State covered Darlings at 19-12. I think a lot of people will be attracted to that +4. I'll take Baylor, the much better team, and Pitt's crap, but +5.5 against the Stanford Cardinal team that's been a cover machine. Lions seems kind of light here to fade Pitt. So I'm going to lean towards the Pitt Panthers here, and I also lean towards Maryland. I think it's a one-possession game. You're going to give me 3.5 with the Terrapins. Oregon is a team I never want to lay points with. That's it.
Wow. So full clean sweep of Brad's picks. You don't
Not
like
on
any of
purpose. That's who I intended to go with ahead of time. But
All right.
It's only
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Jay, let's see if you can settle this difference here.
Mr. Big 12 signing up for action. It's got to be Baylor here. It's got to be Baylor. It has to be Baylor. And because they are overrated. They're not that damn good. This is not the spot to fade them. It's early tournament. We're gonna have our chances to fade some of these teams, but I think this is a spot where they come out and prove overrated teams, overrated and overvalued teams win in certain spots to justify why they're overrated and overvalued in the first place. And I think this is one of those. I think this is going to be like a dominant early, probably like wire to wire 10+ point win for Baylor. You take Arizona State off of their home floor, they're not that good. They're just not. I know they have a couple of good wins. They got the Kansas win, but we've seen Kansas lay a couple of eggs and things of that nature. This line's starting to grow towards Baylor. I think a lot of people are scared because they've been burnt on Baylor plenty of times this season, but they are better than Arizona State for sure by every metric, talent-wise and everything. I think they beat them up. Y'all heard me beef with Baylor plenty of times this season, but today it's too good of a spot, too good of an opportunity. I'm on the Bears today. It didn't make my premium area, but I do have a wager on them. What time did we stop?
The last game was Missouri State FIU.
Cincinnati, Utah. Ugh, fuck. Of all the games today, it's probably the one I'm gonna leave alone. I can't put a bet on Utah. I cannot do that. But I do think this line is too big. This line should be like 8.5. Personally, is what I think. Utah's ass. They're the worst team in the Big 12. It's not even close. Y'all know how bad Kansas State is. Utah's worse. But Cincinnati's not a late double-digit style team. They're not. They're a team that has played well kind of in the underdog role, in the getting too many points role. They're not I think they're finna blow somebody out, take them behind the woodshed style team. So forced to tell you what I think happens in that game. I think Cincinnati wins it by 8. but I can't hit the Utah button because they are that damn bad, and it wouldn't shock me if Cincinnati blew them out. SMU, I think they beat up on Syracuse, man. A little revenge game. They had no business losing to Syracuse that last time. Syracuse is not good. Syracuse is ass. SMU is the better basketball team. I know they're without their best player. He's still kind of hurt, or one of their best players. And he did play the last time these two teams played. SMU is overrated. SMU is overvalued. They've been a terrible bet a lot of this season. They're not profitable. ATS. I got the same feeling about SMU that I got about Baylor. Like early in these tournaments against some of the bad teams, these teams will play well, and then we'll have our chances to fade them later on in these tournaments. So give me Baylor. Give me SMU. I can't get there with Oregon. I can't. I just can't. That is one I refuse. That team is ass, and I'm dying on that hill. I will die on that hill. Laying up and over a bucket with Oregon, you're asking for it. Now, Maryland is shit in their own right. This is not the Crab Five. We've been talking about them all year. But can I make the argument they're not as bad as people are trying to portray them to be? It honestly wouldn't shock the hell out of me if they beat Oregon today. It wouldn't.
No, you can't
Would
make
you
that
be?
argument.
Would you be shocked if they beat Oregon today? How shocked would you be?
100%. 100%.
I wouldn't. I would just be like, Oregon is ass. They are just as ass as I've always thought they were. So it's like, it has to be Maryland. It has to be. No Crab Five, no problem. Give me the Terrapins. They just battled Illinois. Yeah, they got flooded by Wisconsin. I get that. Battle with Rutgers. Wasn't bad against Nebraska. Wasn't bad against Washington. They've been all right.
Battle with Rutgers. What does battle with Rutgers mean?
Yeah, Rutgers. Hey, these teams played already this season in Maryland, and Oregon won that one by 10. Maryland put up 54 points in that one.
Exactly. Give me the Terrapins.
That doesn't help your case. Like,
yes, it does. It's the revenge game for the Terrapins. I'm telling you. And laying points with Oregon, you're asking for it. You're asking for it, bro. So you'll learn later on in the day. And that'll do it for me in this first line.
Do we have a little hat wager in that game?
no, not that game.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Not Oregon, Maryland.
Well, for me, somebody asked about the Alcorn game. Yeah, I'm looking at that game. I like Prairie View laying the points. Give credit to Alcorn for a nice win, double-digit win yesterday. But I think Prairie View, big advantage in the turnover battle. They should be able to, just like the last matchup, win the turnover battle in a big way, force 15+. They beat Alcorn by about 20 in the last matchup, and that was with Alcorn outshooting Prairie View from the free throw line, from three-point range. Prairie View is just fundamentally the much better team there, so it seems like a steep number. Prairie View is not the best half-court offensive team, but I think their defense is their best offense in a game like that. So I like Prairie View laying the points. I like Baylor. I think that's a tough game, though. I think that both of those teams were teams that I looked at as potential Cinderella teams in this tournament. It's a bummer that they're matched up against each other, but Baylor is just a lot better than its record. I agree with the guys. You know, Baylor was a team that entered the preseason rankings top 30 in KenPom. They failed to reach all their expectations, but there's no doubting they're still a very, very talented team with a legendary head coach, and they're the type of team that could make some noise in a conference like this or a tournament like this. And you know, Iowa State's on deck for the winner of this one, so it's going to be tough in the next round. But I think if there was a team to make a Cinderella run in the Big 12 tournament, it would be Baylor. You getting excited about that?
Yes, I am. Come on, Baylor, come get this dub so then we can take you behind the fucking bullshit. Next one.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I think Baylor, you know, I think they take care of business in that one. I like Stanford. I think Pittsburgh's the weakest team in the conference next to maybe Boston College, maybe Georgia Tech too. But Stanford, down the stretch, their best basketball of the year, and I think they win that game by close to double digits, if not 10+. So I'll lay the points with Stanford. Chris, what about you in the first window?
Yeah, I have no problem pressing the button on Utah here. Points and plus 500 on the money line. This is the kind of game that Cincinnati just flubs. They don't score enough. They play a low scoring, grinded out style of basketball. And Utah this season in their last 13 as a double digit dog are 10-3 against the spread. So for me, I think this is just a case of too many points. Would not be surprised if Utah won this game outright. you always see in these early round of these big tournaments, there's always at least one, result that kind of makes you go, huh? They lost? And I think that's Cincinnati. I think that, as bad as Utah's been, this is their last stand. They know that they're not going to the tournament. They're just going to treat every game like a Super Bowl. So give me Utah plus the points, maybe sprinkle in the money line. I am going to back Oregon here. I'm flipping that B from crab 5 upside down. It's now the crap 5. It's the crap 5 this season. This team's awful. The problem for Oregon this year was that they were injured. They don't have Jackson Shellstad back, but they at least got Nate Biddle back in the middle. That's a big piece for them to have come back. For me, it's just I don't get me wrong. I think that Oregon's out in the next round. I just think if you're treating this as a game-by-game thing, I think that Maryland, I don't think Maryland's a good basketball team at all. And if you flip that Northwestern result, I think it was a 1-point loss for Oregon against Northwestern. This team could easily be 5-2 in their last 7 games to close out the year. So I'm going to roll with Oregon. Fate of Maryland and just back in Oregon now. They're getting healthy this time of year. Just looking through. Is there anything else from the early slot? Yeah, I'm going to take UMBC. I'm going to lay the 8.5 with the Retrievers. Line feels a little bit short considering they drilled Lowell in the first 2 meetings of the season, but I still think that the narrative of conference tournaments and sort of keeping maybe having games be a little bit closer is sort of what's feeding this line a little bit. But I think the UMBC is just a far better team. I think it's a bad matchup on court for Lowell, so I'm going to roll with UMBC in that one.
All right, let's move on. We've got the last 16 games in college hoops, all conference tournament games. Monmouth Hofstra in the CAA final. Hofstra the favorite there. Corpus Christi and Stephen F. Austin in the Southland semis. Mercyhurst and LIU in the NEC championship. Another championship between Detroit Mercy and Wright State in the Horizon League. BYU K-State in the Big 12. NJIT in Vermont in the America East. We got Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, Penn State, Northwestern, Grambling and Jackson State in that second round of the SWAC tournament. The WCC championship, Santa Clara and Gonzaga. Does Gonzaga win another one? Siena and Merrimack in the MAAC championship. New Mexico State, Jacksonville State. We got Montana, Portland State, UT Rio, Grand Valley, McNeese, Oklahoma State and Colorado. And the final game tonight is 11:30 Eastern, the semifinal in the Big Sky. Idaho taking on Eastern Washington. So it's going to be Brian up first. Brian,
I hate this time frame, but I'll take Eastern Washington. Basically, I had to pick them against Idaho. Idaho 19-14 versus 14-18. Idaho's beat them both times in the regular season. So line looks a little bit funky here. I'll take Eastern Washington. I'll take my Penn State Nittany Lions. They've been terrible. But I think 6 points is a little bit too high against Northwestern. I'm gonna take the Lions here plus the points. Maybe that's a homer pick, but we'll see.
Jay, what about you?
It pains me that I really woke up this morning and I had to click both of these buttons. I had to click the Baylor button and I got to click the BYU button. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What a day for Jay. But I believe it's the right button to push. I think they kicked the living crap out of Kansas State. Kansas State is so shit. They're ass. They're done. They're cooked. Stick a fork in them. They're the worst team in the Big 12. Maybe at Utah. I don't know who's worse. They're both pretty bad. I know Kansas State beat West Virginia the other day. I think that was more about West Virginia laying points on the road than anything. I think BYU, though, coast to a solid double-digit win. And then who they got on deck? We'll have an opportunity to fade them. Don't worry.
West Virginia.
They probably win that game, too. We'll have our chance to fade BYU. I just don't think it'll be in these first two. I think AJ kind of flexes his muscles and kind of shows y'all what kind of quality player he is. I feel like the big time players, the best players usually rise to the occasion, especially in these Big 12 tournaments. Like, this is the chance for you to do it. And I think they flood Kansas State here.
That's factual.
This is Brad Waterman thing.
Real ones know. Brad right now is giving me TJ Haws vibes.
TJ Haws.
I'm crying.
If you
So,
know, you know.
yeah, I hate to do it, but I gotta push the BYU button. And shout out my boys last night. I told y'all, we was right. Shout out Santa Clara. Shout out to the Santa Clara boys, man. Down goes St. Mary's. I really want to say down goes Gonzaga today. I really want to say it. I don't know if Santa Clara does it. I'm gonna put a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit on the money line. But I definitely think they cover the spread for sure. I do not think Gonzaga woodsheds them. I do not see it happen. No, the Santa Clara team is good. And I think they go down swinging. So yesterday was the spot to cash the money line. Today's the day we go a little more reserve and grab the points. But I will sprinkle a bit on the money line with the Santa Clara boys. So that's how I'm feeling in the college hoops to close it out.
All right. Well, Brad, in the college football season, you were big on BYU. You had them like every week. And I remember questioning you on the show saying, "Are you Mormon?" And you said no. But I think today's fashion statement is rather telling.
I'm telling you, it's Tyler Haws.
I don't think Mormons can gamble though, can they?
They can't.
You probably found a way, buddy. You found a way.
I would be a bad Mormon.
Brad Waterman.
They can't have sex. They can't gamble. They can't drink caffeine. So no coffee, no sodas. It's kind of crazy.
I'm in it for
the four wives person.
Or wait, they can drink soda, but they can't drink coffee, so they drink a lot of soda. I think is what it is.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Who knows? We can't keep up.
Yeah.
But for me in this final time slot, I like BYU too. I think that they got a good draw of facing K-State and then West Virginia in the first two rounds. If I'm West Virginia, it's like, oh great, I won enough games to get a bye, and my first matchup is going to be BYU. So not really a bye. I think BYU could make a run in this tournament, and they've got the talent to do so. Even though they had some bad stretches in conference play, they've definitely got the talent and one of the best players in college hoops to get it done. I like the under in Merrimack Siena, which is already extremely low. I think it's going to be a really ugly, low-scoring game. Two not great offenses. Merrimack's known for its strong defensive abilities. I think Siena can also D it up in this one. And I think as long as we don't get to overtime, which is always a concern in some of these conference championship games, I think we go under the total in that Siena Merrimack. It's an ugly one. I know it's not a lot of wiggle room, but I think it'll be a really low-scoring game. The first to 60 wins that one. Yeah, I don't really love the final time slot in college hoops, so that's probably all I'd look at for me.
No Santa Clara? No Santa Clara?
I've got a premium on that game.
It better be Santa Clara.
I know where Ron's going in that one.
I feel like I do too, but I won't blow up his spot. I won't blow it up.
Yeah, I won't blow up his spot. But
who knows where Ron's going?
I think we know where Ron's going in that one.
Oh, I always know where Ron's going.
You don't even know where you're going sometimes.
That's a big water bottle there you got, Brian. I saw you two-hand that thing earlier.
Yeah, this is the big sucker, man. This is the big one.
That's what she said.
Go ahead, Chris.
Oh boy, now I'm focused on Brian's water bottle. I'm going to take Mercyhurst plus the 5.5. LIU's already clinched their spot in the tournament. Mercyhurst is ineligible for the tournament because of their transition from D2. So I think that Mercyhurst just shows up to at least try to win something here, to try to win a conference tournament, make an impact. LIU, I think, like I said, I think they feel a little bit, I think their focus is, now on going to the big dance and maybe doing something there. But catching 5.5 with Mercyhurst, I wouldn't be afraid to sprinkle on Mercyhurst money line. But I'll take the 5.5 just in case LIU still wants to play for a conference championship as well. I'm going to be with Jay. I'm going to take BYU. I think it's just a case of, BYU just being the far better team. I think Kansas State, just not a good basketball team, plain and simple. They had guys come in. This has just been a disaster of a season, though. BYU losing Richie Saunders, I've said before, has kind of made them sort of take the mentality of, we'll just disperse Richie's shot attempts. We'll give 10 of them to AJ, and he'll just have to take on an increased workload. And that may allow teams down the road to cheat on BYU a little bit. And, maybe overload the Bants a little bit, but I don't think that's going to be a problem here. I think BYU floods them by 20. And I'm gonna take Santa Clara plus the 7, and take them on the money line. Why not? Santa Clara's given Gonzaga fits over the years. I think Gonzaga they know they're in the tournament. Yeah, they want to win the West Coast Conference, their final West Coast Conference championship before they move. But I think Santa Clara shows up here. I think that they want to solidify, guarantee their spot in the Big Dance. I think the win over St. Mary's probably does that for him, probably gets him over the finish line. But just to be sure, I think Santa Clara gives him a game here. The game yesterday for me with Gonzaga, I thought that they were going to blow out Oregon State. And they just took their foot off the gas, made it more of a defensive-minded kind of game. And now they know they're not going to face their rival in St. Mary's in the conference championship for a chance at that rubber match to close out their West Coast tenure. I think Santa Clara at least shows up and competes. I think they want it more. So I'll go Santa Clara plus the points. I'll put a little bit on Santa Clara money line.
Turn me up, Chris.
All right, Santa Clara for Chris and Jay. Brad, what about you in that WCC championship?
Yeah, I'll go the other way. I'll take the Zags here. Yeah, this is Santa Clara's third game in a row. Had to play Pacific. Had a battle against a really tough St. Mary's team last night. Whereas Gonzaga had an easy ass matchup against the Beavs. I just think they're going to be the fresher team. This is the Zags, man. This team is they know tournament ball, and Santa Clara, they're going to try to play a run and gun style of ball, promote a fast paced game, and I just think Gonzaga has too much firepower through 2 halves, and I think they covered this number. So I'll be on the Zags. And then, I'm laying it with my Mormon people here. BYU, Mormon up. AJ 40 piece. Yeah, BYU, I've been pretty pissed off with this team down the stretch here. Don't get me wrong, but this just screams AJ masterclass, and I think they blow out Kansas State. Siena plus 3.5 for me. Like Ron said, I mean, there's not going to be many points scored in this game. I think this is a game either team could win. And in such a low-scoring game, you're going to give me over a bucket with either of these teams. That's where I have to be. Let's see. Give me Colorado. Colorado on the money line, laid the 1.5, whatever you need to do. Oklahoma State had me fooled in the beginning of the season. I thought this team was going to be something. They're not. Colorado beat them with ease earlier this season. Basically at a pick a price here. Colorado, in my opinion, has been the better team through conference play, and I think they get the job done.
All right. That wraps up college hoops. We'll move on to the NBA. We've got a loaded NBA card, in my opinion, one of the better cards of the new year. We'll go. Is this the right card here? This is the wrong card here.
Yes,
That is last week's card. My apologies. Well, we'll start with the first.
Hold on, I'll get it. Give me a sec.
I got it.
So I can hit 100% on last week's card.
I saw Raptors.
Nah, you still find a way to get a couple wrong.
I remember all y'all were on the Raptors in that one.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got the Grizzlies and the Sixers. We've got the Pistons and the Nets. Pistons playing with revenge and a 15-point favorite, not something you see too often. We've got the Wizards and the Heat, and the Mavs and the Hawks. Hawk Romanelli Tuesday. Jay, you're up first. What do you like in these first 4?
Oh shit! Threw it to the goat. Started off. All right. Sixers, Grizzlies pass. Non-favorable spot for either team. Both teams on a back end of a back-to-back with travel. Grizzlies got beat up by the Nets yesterday on the road. Now they have to travel to Philadelphia. Philadelphia got beat up by Cleveland yesterday. Now they have to travel. Philadelphia hasn't been that profitable ATS at home this year. They're much better ATS on the road. Their injury report's still a mile long. Forced to play, doing a lot of talking. Would lean Philadelphia. I wouldn't bet it with your money, though. Nets, Pistons. Pistons all day. Pistons twice on Sunday. Pistons. Play on spot, play on the situation, man. This is one of the best teams in the league, coming off of 4 straight losses, going up against one of the worst teams in the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets are also on a back end of losses, and this team is not who y'all be trying to portray them to be. For a majority of the season, everybody's been blue in the face trying to tell me how good the Pistons are, that they are that. All this, all that. So if they don't come in here today in the quick revenge spot with the rest advantage and take the deep the damn nets behind the woodshed, I don't want to hear it ever again about the Pistons. It's really that short, sweet, and simple. Too good of a spot for them not to blow out Brooklyn. What's next? We got I wanted to take the Wizards here. I just can't. There's nothing tells me to do it except for I want to, and that's not a good enough reason to do it. The Heat are 5-1 this season, ATS as double-digit favorites. They're playing well right now. Wizards are tanking. Wizards have no interest in playing games competitive. It feels like way too big of a number to lay with Miami, but they've actually covered these numbers this season. Give me the Heat. I want to say it's the perfect spot to fade their ass. I want to say it, but I don't think it is. And what's the last one? Dallas. Give me the Mavs plus the 8.5. Give me the Mavs plus 300 money line. Man, how many times have we seen Atlanta play real for a stretch and then just lay an absolute egg? How many times have we seen this? The Mavs, the thing with them is, yes, they've been terrible as road underdogs all season long. The thing is, though, they're healthy tonight, oddly enough. Like, looking at the Mavs injury report the last 2 weeks, it's been ugly. Looking at it tonight, there's only 2 names on the injury report tonight. Only 2. Everybody in tonight. How? I don't know. Only people on the injury report, Kyrie and Lively. Everybody else is in. Clay back, PJ back, Najee back, Flag back. And I just think this number's too big. I get it. The Mavs have been terrible. The Hawks have been balling. Perfect spot for the Hawks to lay an egg. Mavs are a bad team that's not just tanking. They really have no huge incentive to tank. I mean, they kind of do, but not really. Like, they too prideful. It's kind of sad that they won't just bottom out like some of the other teams. Give me the Dallas Mavericks. They actually fuck around, come here and try to win this game.
What was that famous Jay clip where you kept screaming about a rotation? They can't save them. You got Najee can't save them. Clay
That was
can't
the Blue
save
Jays.
Yeah.
The Mariners. Woo can't save them.
them. Right. That's what I think.
Save them.
Who cares that they're healthy? They're terrible. I mean, I think that the Hawks are rolling. They haven't laid an egg in a while. I mean, it's just a lot of blowout wins. And
But read those names off of those teams. Read them off. Wizards, Nets, like all bottom tier.
And the Mavericks are in that group now.
They're
they
not.
sure are.
They are.
They're not.
What
They're
has
not.
Cooper Flag coming back done?
They're
Zip.
not. They're not. As much as y'all know, I'm the biggest Mavericks hater on the planet. I would love to fade them. I would love to say they're in the same realm as those other teams. They're not. Let's not do that.
They're at least on Portland's level.
This is the Hawks laying egg spot. This is the classic. This is classic Hawks. Like, this is why Hawk Romanelli Wednesday was invented. This is all of that right here.
Well,
Hawks playing well. Just when you believe in them, they lay an egg. This is the Minnesota Timberwolves of the East. We done been here too many times. We done been here. You know what happens.
Give me the Hawks.
Okay.
4 of the last 5 wins by 13 plus points. I think they make it 5 of the last 6. I like Atlanta. Hawk Romanelli Tuesday. Najee can't save them. Clay can't save them.
Fair.
Ruffalo, what do you like?
I'm going to take the Hawks as well. So I'm just not buying what the Mavs are selling. I think that the gap is too far for them to, still compete for much longer. It's sort of like that surge of adrenaline that you get when you break your arm or something like that, or you separate your shoulder. You finish the game, but then you feel it the next day. You start to trail off. I'm not saying the Mavs get extendo clip here, but I just think the Hawks win this one by 11, 12. Cover this number. I mean, we saw Atlanta, win comfortably against Portland and Philly at home, 2 teams that are either on the level or, slightly above the level. If you're talking about Philly, of the Dallas Mavericks, when we just look at a talent perspective, I think the Atlanta Hawks keep it going. So I'm just fading, the lesser of 2 evils here. 2 teams headed in different directions. And it's a lean towards the Pistons for me as well. I don't love that big number, but if this isn't the spot for the Pistons to get revenge and bounce back, when's it going to be? So, you know what? Maybe someone Trey could be onto something here. Maybe it's karma for the Mavs or for the Hawks if the Mavs win tonight for canceling Magic City night. But
I'm still mad about that. No fun league, bro. No fun.
But yeah, that's
in a world where we have all these pride nights, in a world where we have all of these things, the heterosexual male is the most, like, it's sad what they do to them. I get it, but in that same breath, that shit's weird. Like, they did it in a way to where, like, it was respectful and it was an actual cultural thing that would have been, I think, pretty big for the Hawks. And so the fact that they're still kind of trying to do it in a way, in the end of the day, all the NBA did was cancel a podcast and the selling of some t-shirt and the selling of some hoodies. Ooh, you made it a way bigger deal than it would have been had you just did it. So no fun league. Shout out Atlanta. That's all I got to say.
All right. Brad Francis, what do you like?
I'm with you, Jay, on this this Mavericks team tonight, and I kind of like that money line as well. I think these boys they're tripping. I don't know. The thing about the Hawks is like Jay said, they've played an easy ass schedule as of late. Yeah, they're playing great, but you know anything about the Hawks, man, they'll let you down right when you want to take them. So, and now this thing's all the way up to 10. This game kind of gives me the vibes of Dallas versus Orlando last week. You know, Orlando was laying a big number. Dallas damn near won that one outright. I feel like this is going to be the same type of game. I like Dallas here. Let's see. And then, yeah, I'm on Pistons as well. I mean, these guys said everything you need to hear. You know, Brooklyn just beat this team. No Cade in that game, though. Detroit was up by 20-plus points in that game, too, in the second half. They just absolutely blew it. So, yeah, Detroit's definitely playing some rough ball, but we know what this team's capable of. I think this is a great spot for them to bounce back in a blowout fashion.
All right, bounce back blowout for Brad. Brian Bittler, what do you like?
I have 3 premiums on this NBA card. I love it, but the first 4 games are 3 of them are unbettable, in my opinion. The only one that I like a little bit are the Memphis Grizzlies. The Sixers are dogs. They stink. No Embiid, no Maxey, and probably no Edgecombe. Memphis has been covering a lot, which I don't like because the Sixers are on a nice non-cover streak. But I just think the Sixers find a way to lose another game. I'll take the Memphis Grizzlies plus the points.
Grizzlies for Brian. Yeah, that's a game I'm staying away from personally, but
Far away from.
I see the
I
vision.
think that's the best one of the other ones are 15
Far
points,
away from
15 points, 10 points. I don't like crap like that. I like games that are close to a pickup.
I ain't mad at it, though. I ain't mad at the Grizzlies.
There's a few of those in this next time slot. We've got the Raptors and the Rockets. We've got the Suns and the Bucks. Phoenix, the road favorite by just a bucket. Got the Celtics and the Spurs. Should be a good one in San Antonio. NBC at 8 Eastern. And then we start the nightcap, 10 Eastern, Bulls and Warriors. I'm up first for this one. I go to that Rockets game. I like Houston. Coming off the 25-point loss to the Spurs, I think we see a bounce back here for Houston. Took care of business the first meeting of this season series by 18 over Toronto in a high-scoring game. I think this one's going to be a lot different. I think the total will tell you that. I think it's going to be a much more defensive battle. But I think Houston still matches up really well with Toronto. Like the spot with them coming off the blowout against a rival. I think the Rockets get it done. I'll lay the points with Houston. Chris, what do you like in this time slot?
Yeah, if anything, it's shitty to go so chalky, but I got to go Heat laying the big number here against the Wizards. You just look at some of these big numbers that the Wizards have been catching lately, and it hasn't mattered. I mean, their last 6 road games have been losses to the Nets. I think it was by – hold on, let me get the exact number here just to not give out fake info. 14 to the Nets. They lost by 25 to the Cavs. They lost by 21 and 30 to the Hawks, 17 to the Magic, and 20 last time out against the Pelicans. I said it before, the Heat play at the fastest pace in the NBA. They run and gun against teams. This is a game that the Heat should win by 20. I got to go with the Heat laying the big number here. Like I said, it's not fun laying massive numbers like this in the NBA, but sometimes it's just what you have to do. And I think that's what I have to do against the Wizards here.
All right, Brad.
Yep, I'm with you with the Rockets. Rockets, like Ron said, coming off an embarrassing loss on national TV. Now they get to come back home where they've been great. Raptors, we continue to say it on the show, they struggle against the better teams in the NBA. So this is the same situation. It was Raptors versus Timberwolves in Minnesota last week. Same number. I fell for the Raptors trap. I'm not doing it again. I'll take the Rockets here. I'll lay the 5.5. Spurs, Boston. What a game here. I'm going to say it. I think Boston wins the NBA Finals now that Tatum's back. I think they are. I mean, Thunder are probably still the best team in the league. Don't get me wrong, but it's hard to go back to back. Boston, in my opinion, is by far the best team in the East at this point. With that being said, I'm still a little bit nervous fading the Spurs in San Antonio, but one thing that continues to cash is this unders in Celtics games. It's now 42-22 this season. Also, the under is 38-27 in San Antonio Spurs games. Boston, they're, in my opinion, the best defensive team in the league. They force you to play in the half court. And, I think it's going to be a great competitive game. But overall, I think it's going to be low scoring. And, that'll do it for this lot.
All right, Brian, anything for you?
Oh, boy, I love the Toronto Raptors. I'm going to have to take away Ron Romanelli's junior sharp badge because, I mean, Toronto's – I'm waiting for them to get a statement, stick your flagpole in the ground statement, win against a big-time team. The Rockets played San Antonio Spurs in-state rival game, and they got at Denver Nuggets on deck next. I think they look past this scrappy Toronto team, which is better, I think, than their record. I think it's a one-possession affair. I'm going to take the Toronto Raptors. I'm sure everybody and their mom is going to be on the Houston Rockets tonight. I don't. People are disrespecting Toronto here. I like the Raptors plus the points.
Shame. Take the S away from Scrappy. That's what you got.
All right, we'll see. I'm willing to go a hat with Brad on this one if he wants it.
Brad?
Not on
you
this
give me
one.
a 5. All right.
Not on this one. We'll get something going this week, though.
On the jam session, I actually went back and found the last meaningful game the Raptors have won. And it was January 25th. That was the last meaningful game they won. They beat the Thunder that game. That was the last meaningful game they've won. So if you go back literally the last month and a half, the Raptors have been the easiest team on the planet to bet. Good team, fade them. Bad team, take them. It's really that simple. Do y'all want to run it down or do you believe me? We can run it down. We got time. Fuck it. All right. They beat the Mavs. Bad team at the time, especially with all the injuries they had. Lost to the Timberwolves. Good team. Lost to the Knicks. Good team. All right. That was in the month of March. Let's go back to February. Beat the Wizards. 9-point win. Bad team. Lost to the Spurs. Good team. Lost to the Thunder. Good team. Beat the Bucks. Bad team. Beat the Bulls. Bad team. Lost to the Pistons. Good team. Beat the Pacers. Bad team. Beat the Bulls. Bad team. Lost to the Timberwolves. Good team. Beat the Jazz. Bad team. That was the entire month of February.
Wow.
It's literally that simple. And then before that, lost to the Magic. Good team. Lost to the Knicks. Bad team. Their last good win was Sunday, January 25th against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They won that game 103-101. I've been telling y'all about these Canadian teams. I've been telling y'all until they wake up and show me, until they win a good game, until they beat a good team, I'm fading them. And it's a good bounce back spot for the Rockets after getting embarrassed by 25 against San Antonio, the in-state rival, with everybody watching. Rockets for me. And now,
so does that mean you like Puerto Rico over Canada tonight in the WBC?
I do. Matter of fact, I do.
Jay just built my parlay for me.
Matter of fact. Where do we stop at in this slot? Bulls Warriors? Was that the last game?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Lean Warriors. Can't really tell you why. People on the jam session comments say I have a fetish for the Warriors in Valhalla. They might be right. Bulls are ass. Give me the Warriors. I like the Suns. Bucks are done. They're cooked. Stick a fork in them. This line, this is the sharp chaser game of the day. I think a lot of people think they fake sharp and taking them Bucks today. They're gonna be sad as shit when them Suns come in there and get a dub. That's my I don't care about nothing. I'm taking the better team, and that's Phoenix game. My game where it's like I think the whole world is wrong and I'm sticking my flag in the sand. I'm with Brad. I'm on them Celtics. I'm on the Celtic train. I think they win this fucking game outright. This is the you're not quite where you think you are, young blood style game for the Spurs. My argument with the Spurs this season has been I just think they're overrated and overvalued. Now, if you remember correctly, I am the person that told everybody the Spurs were ahead of schedule at the beginning of the season. They're good. They're going to be, in the playoffs. While everybody was like, I don't know. I was like, no, this team's good. I like this team. But now the narrative is they're the second best team in the West. They're the second best team in the league, and I ain't ready to say all that now. Boston is the team that's been the best team in the league over the last few seasons. Boston's the team just now rounding back into form. This line is disrespectful. Up and over a bucket? Fuck no. I'm grabbing the points with the Celtics in this one. I'm also going to take them outright money line. I like the way they're playing, and I think their style of play is going to kind of cause the Spurs a little issues. It would only be Boston for me here in this one. I think they're the best team in the East. I think right now I would say my line in this game, I think the line should be Spurs -1. That's my argument. It should be Spurs -1, not 3.5. And that's just giving the Spurs a home court. So it's not about who's stopping Wemby. It's not about that. The NBA is not about who's stopping anybody. You can't stop none of the top players in the league. It's about who scores more points. It's about who puts the ball in the basket more than the other team. That's the NBA. And I think the Celtics put the ball in the basket more than the Spurs do tonight. I trust the scorers of Boston more than I trust the scorers of San Antonio. Give me the Celtics plus a 3.5 and outright money line.
Celtics got guys to stop Wemby. That defense is filthy.
And the Celtics are the best defense in the league. Look at I don't know. Was that Brad talking about the under? Look at how many unders the Celtics have played recently. They've
allowed the fewest points out of any team in the league.
Yeah, so
I think they're the best coach team in the league too.
I do too.
Not mad at that. And then you bring back JT.
Yeah, very dangerous.
Missoula?
Yeah, you don't like Missoula?
God.
Well,
like Missoula?
Top 10
What
coach.
hated on Missoula?
Oh fuck. Missoula's a dipshit.
What? What about
He's
him?
a psycho, bro.
He eats his cereal with water. He's weird.
Exactly.
That's how I like my coaches, though.
Yeah. You want them a little off.
He eats bread.
Yeah, you want
with
your coach
water.
a little off.
Yeah, he's a nut job, but he's smart.
Yeah, two.
This is a situation where the team makes the coach.
He trying to figure out if orange Gatorade or lime Gatorade is better for performance. That's how I like my coach.
What color Gatorade do you like, Coach? Clear.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Shout out Missoula.
Very well coached. All right, final few games. Got some late ones. It's the Hornets and the Blazers. We've got the toilet bowl between the Pacers and the Kings, and the T-Wolves and the Lakers, 11 Eastern, NBC. So all day, all night, college hoops, NBA action.
What a card.
Chris, you're up first.
Yeah, for the I'm actually going to play in that Pacers Kings game. I'm going with the over. I think that's the incentives game. Where guys are just going to use this. The younger guys that maybe have contract incentives that they're still playing for, they're still going to try to show up and put up some points, like what we talk about the NFL and at the end of the season, where people bet on props because of a guy needing X number of receptions or X number of touchdowns. You have the same thing in the NBA. Guys with point per game averages, minute per game averages, stuff like that. So I think it's going to be a game where we see guys play for some numbers. And it's also a game where these two teams play zero defense whatsoever. So I think there's a game where we're going to see some points. So I'm taking the over in Pacers Kings, and I'm hopping back on the hype train. I'm going to go with the Hornets lay the 3 against the Blazers. I think that this Hornets team is still legit. The Trailblazers, they just continue to be too banged up for me to feel good about. The picture always makes me laugh. But I wouldn't laugh if I didn't say I was a little bit concerned that it's only 2.5. I thought it would be around 4.5, but I'll still take the Hornets here. I think they're just the better team.
Brad?
I am on the Kings. I'm on Sacramento. Pacers, I mean, look, I know we talk about it. You know, the Kings are probably the worst team in the NBA. I think it might be the Pacers at this point.
No.
Brad,
Yes.
no.
You got to lay points with the Kings.
Yes, I'm going to lay
Brad,
points with the
no.
Kings. Bro, all right, listen to this. Russell Westbrook was in a little press conference. He was like going in on the reporters. I don't know if you saw that. He still cares. And when you got a veteran leader like that in the locker room, I think that means something. Pacers, they're just happy they made it to the finals last year. They don't give a shit about this season.
The Kings need Russ to not care.
Okay,
They
hold
need
on.
him
The
to
Kings
believe.
still have a little
Hold
bit
on.
of juice left. I swear they
Westbrook was pissed because they hid the remote when The Price is Right was on when he got back to the home. That's why he was upset.
he's
That's
still
why he
pissed.
went off on the press on the reporter.
But as long as there's still fire there's still some juice left in that tank. There's zero juice left in the Pacers tank.
It's quite possible that it's dementia or Alzheimer's or something at that age. I mean,
Look,
he may not know where he is.
there's juice in that locker room. Russell Westbrook, and that's all we need to beat a team like the Pacers on the West Coast. 4th road game in a row. Dude, the Pacers they've lost by double digits in 9 straight games. Like, this is a really, really bad team.
What do you think that juice is looking like in the locker room? What speeches is Russ
Prune
giving?
juice.
I don't know, but it's Russell Westbrook leading the way, and that's all we need.
Guys, coach is right. If we want to win
This
this,
is hair, see?
I'm on Sacramento. T-Wolves for me. So the Timberwolves, I don't like laying a bunch of points with the T-Wolves, but in these step-up games when they're laying a short number, that's when I'm fine taking Minnesota. I think they are the better team right now than the Lakers. This kind of reminds me of Minnesota at Denver like last week or something, kind of the same situation. I think Minnesota gets the job done. I think we're actually getting a pretty decent price with them.
All right, Brian?
Wow. Shocker. Me and Brad are agreeing on them. I like the Minnesota Timberwolves here, laying the points, double revenge spot, lost both games to Lakers earlier this year. I don't think LeBoob ends up playing. Lakers have been covering 5 of the last 6. Wolves have only covered 2 of the last 8, so they're not covering games. So I think Minnesota comes back here, gets the W. I know Jay's going to be on the Lakers. Here we go. Lakers money line. You're going to hear the talk.
You damn right. You damn skippy.
I know. That's the fanboy coming out here.
Nah, man, we rolling right now. We done got our shit together. And I went through it on the jam session this morning. I hate to say these words. I hate to be the one to push this narrative. GOAT. Greatest of all time.
Who?
Greatest. LeBron.
He's not even going to play today. If he plays
Exactly.
today,
Keep him off the fucking floor, please.
He's not going to play today.
my
That's how much
God.
of a goat he
Have you not
is. If
seen
he,
that moment, that man LD without him? He going insane. He back to that hero-centric, I'm him basketball. Get the fuck out the way. I'm going for 40. And need I not remind you what we do to the Timberwolves? Need I not remind you what we do to the Timberwolves? The greatest moment in my history as a Dallas Mavericks fan is against Minnesota. Step back from Florida. Western Conference Finals. Rudy Gobert, you can't fucking guard me. Man. Greatest moment ever in basketball history for me. And that still stands. Rudy Gobert, you can't fucking guard me. Simple. The Lakers have cut it back on. LeBron, please sit off on the sideline tonight. That narrative everybody talking about, Lakers as a dog, they're now 1-12. They were 0-12 the other day. Everybody faded them. Everybody was on the Knicks. And what happened? Lakers are balling. Lakers are extremely profitable in crypto. This line is disrespectful. Shout out to T-Wolves. I really don't have bad words to say about them. This is not a house of disappointment style spot because they're on the road. I do think the line is probably right where it should be. I just think the Lakers are playing far too well right now to pass up plus money. That's my argument, especially in crypto. In crypto? Nope. Money line. Lake show. Let's get it done. The Luka show tonight. Bron, please sit out. Please. I do not want Bron on the floor tonight. Sounds crazy, but if you dive into the numbers, they've played better without LeBron all season long. Before and here recently. It's kind of crazy. We'll see. What else we got up in here? Come on, Brad. No, Brad. No. Brad.
You want to take the Pacers right now?
Yes.
I sure do.
That's
I sure
insane.
do. I sure do. Because what I don't want to do is lay points with the Kings. The game to take the Kings was the last spot. It was the last
It's
one.
3.5. It's 3.5. Like,
you're laying up and over a bucket with the worst ATS team in the league. You're asking for it. I don't care how bad Indiana's been. I get they're bad. They've been a fade. They've been terrible. But you do not lay up and over a bucket with Sacktown. If they win the game, they win by 1. They win on a buzzer beater from Russell Westbrook. Oh, they were down. They win by a buzzer beater and they don't cover. Like, that's the Kings. They just find ways to lose games, find ways to not cover. It has to be Indiana here getting up and over a bucket. It just has to be. So can't lay up and over a bucket with the Kings. I get what you're saying. And I had the Kings in the last game as a dog, you know, in the Russell Westbrook after beefing with the reporter game. You know, that was the spot. This, no. Pacers fucking around, win this game outright, but just grab the points. No need to get cute. This is the one I hear Brian in my ear saying, Jay, don't get cute. Just grab the points. Just grab the points. And of course, man, freemium for y'all tonight. All aboard the goddamn hype train, man. This is my second favorite play of the night. I have a 10-star play tonight. If I didn't have that play, this would have been play of the day, but I love the spot for the Hornets tonight, man. This is still the most profitable team in the NBA. They're favored on the road at Portland for good reason. The reason they're favored on the road at Portland is because they're better than Portland. Short, sweet, simple. Now coming off of back-to-back losses, I think a lot of the public is kind of like, ooh, is Charlotte that good? I'm off of them. Good. Please get the fuck off my Hornets. We're back to where we love our team. And we just saw these two teams play last week. And you want to know what happened? Charlotte flooded Portland. It was a dominant win for the Hornets in that one. And I think that was the game that tells you everything you need to know. So when you start to dive into the Hornets numbers this season, like when they're fully healthy and all of that, this has been one of the best teams in the league. I think they get back to regular schedule programming tonight, coming off of back-to-back losses, should be motivated to play. I think they coast to a solid win here over the Blazers. So easy Hornets for me here.
Mr. Francis.
Probably do a case of hats on Portland.
Oh.
You want to do a hat bet? I'll take a hat bet if you want to do it.
I only need 3. You don't have to.
I'll give you 3.
I'm sorry.
I got 3 as a
Yeah,
premium
I
too.
don't need 3.5. I'll take 3.
All right, 3.
You're
All
right.
right, let's do 3.
What's going on
right.
with the Charlotte's exactly what Javon explained on Sunday. Books are a little bit quicker to jack up the lines on these teams, and people are still willing to bet Charlotte, in my opinion, especially I think on a real heavy basis.
Now, I do agree with you, kind of, but
They're 8-2 last 10. They're number 1.
Here's the flip side of that coin. So, what should the line be here then?
What should the line be? I think it should be a pick 'em. Portland's at home. Portland's never an easy place to go in and win, no matter how good the Blazers are. People are still riding the Charlotte Hornets. They're 8-2 last 10. One of the best cover teams in the NBA. People look at the ATS record. I don't know. I think people have to get burned a couple more times before they're going to jump off that Hornets bandwagon.
That's fair. If you want to argue that the line should be a pick 'em, I won't totally disagree with you. But the fact that it's still under a bucket for me is why I still think Charlotte is the better basketball team. So at a pick 'em, even on the road, it's still Charlotte. So we're kind of on the same page. We just got.
I wish I'd be here on Thursday. I got to go for some dental work, but I won't see you until the weekend. So we'll see.
Fair.
Well, that's one hat bet. I think we got another one. Brad, Pacers Kings. Come on, give me a hat bet, baby. Right here, baby.
all right, let's go money line then if you're so confident.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta have the points. It's an against the spread spot play.
Let's go. Come on.
Gotta have the points.
These are that bad,
Indiana's failed 9 straight.
It's 3.
covers.
The line is 3 right now, though. It's 3. Y'all gonna do that?
I want 3 and a hook.
No,
3.5.
2.5 and you got a deal. 2.5 and you got a deal.
3.5, and
You
that's
giving
it.
them the hook? Oh, he's giving them the hook.
No. 2.5 and you got a deal. Like, let me get a point.
Oh, 2.5.
Nope.
Okay, he's saying 2.5.
I don't know what you think. You don't get to buy points over here, so 3.5.
3. Y'all just call it even at 3. Just call it even at 3. Both of
I
y'all.
want 3.5.
I'll do 3. I'll do 3.
I'm stubborn. 3.5, and that's it.
All right, no bet.
Well, then Ron's going to lose on a half bet. Over a half point.
Yeah, that's who I am. I'm not going to take a bad number, but I like Indiana for sure against the spread. They failed to cover 9 straight or so. Great spot for them now. This is the Golden Gates have opened up for Indiana as the Sacramento Kings are favored in the game. favorite in a basketball game. I don't care if the Pacers have 3 guys in the court tonight. That'll be enough as long as Siakam. But I got to take the Hornets too. I think that, Charlotte back-to-back losses, but this is a reasonable price. I think that, honestly, I think the fair line should be Charlotte 5, could even be 5.5. I'd take the discount here with the Hornets because of back-to-back losses that weren't particularly close. I think, Brian is correct. Portland, tough place to play, even when they don't have their best teams. They're usually a competitive home team. But I still think that the Hornets are one of the league's most underrated teams. Analytically, they're a very, very strong team, shot quality wise. So I think they're right now third in the league in adjusted shot quality, just second to the Thunder and the Nuggets. So this is a really, really underrated Hornets team, and I'll take them. We're not going to be able to get them at these prices for long, so I take the Hornets in the bounce back spot. Give me that 3.
The Hornets are. This is gonna sound crazy to some of y'all, but the Hornets giving me early Thunder Buddy vibes, bro. They are. I swear to God, like you got to remember when 3 years ago when we started on the Thunder Buddies train, and the Hornets have started to give me those vibes. We fell in love with the young core of the Thunder, man, and we rode them to oblivion. And the Hornets, I'm kind of starting to feel the same.
Yep. All right, Brad, 3 points. I'll do 3 points.
Let's go. Lock in.
3. Oh.
Let's go. I'm in.
I'll take a push, but I'll be pissed if I push. I'm going to be pissed.
This is probably 8-point win from the Kings. Yeah.
So if it's an 8-point win, just lay the 3.5. Might as well, right?
Nah. I can't let you get that on me. I can't let you have that edge on me, It's more of like a pride thing.
Any bet that I make, I'm getting the edge on you already, Mr. Francis. I hate to break it to you.
Have fun with the Pacers tonight. I can't believe out of all the games today, that's the game we haven't had bet. But
I'll be sleeping like a baby, and I'll wake up to the.
I'm glad Brian gave me mine on the Hornets. Woo!
I know. This is called a tooth fairy winner. You put the ticket under your pillow before you go to bed. It's a late game, 10 Eastern for me. And then you wake up to the cash.
Right on.
That's how I felt when I looked at the Clippers score. I was like, woo, nice to wake up to a winner. It's always nice.
I was wrong on that one. Knicks.
All right, that's the cards.
All right.
So we've got some nice bets here, some hat bets, but we know our best plays are always at PickDawgz Premium. We got a nice card there. Chris Ruffalo, what do you got today for the people at PickDawgz Premium?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff on the board. Got a big play from NBA, college hoops. I got my NHL power play. And I also got 5 packs from the NHL, college hoops, and a 3-pack from the NBA today as well. Number 1 on the website in the NHL this season, up over $1,200 and $100 bets this season. Still showing profit on the week. Let's make some money today. You pair me up with Ron, Brian, Brad, Jay. Pair all of us up to part of the multi-capper promotion. But whatever you do, use that promo code PICK at 15% off.
Check it out, Chris Ruffalo, PickDawgz.com. Under the Premium Picks tab. Got some nice selections for you tonight. We've got Brad Francis. What do you got today at PickDawgz Premium?
Yeah, love today's slate, man. Coming off a winning day yesterday. We're going to do it again today. Got 5 plays total, 3 college basketball, 2 NBA. And then my play of the day is in college basketball. I'm in love with this play. Would love for you guys to hop on with me. Like Chris said, man, something long-term, team me up with any of these guys. We got you. It's March. Let's cash in.
Brad in love with his college play today. I think the people at home in love with No Hat Brad. Maybe we'll see No Hat Brad again, but not if the Pacers win tonight. I think it'd be bad luck for him. Brian, what do you got today? PickDawgz Premium.
Number 1, last 365 for all sports profit. If you bet $1,000 on every one of my picks over the last 365, you'd be up over $77,000. My titanium play 114 and 63, 64.4% winners. It's in the NBA tonight. $30 at PickDawgz.com, or team me up with any one of these guys that have an awesome March Madness.
Check Brian out. PickDawgz Premium, having a great season, had a great 2025. He's ready to lock and load on Tuesday night. Jay Briggs, big Tuesday card for you. What do you got?
Man, oh man. I got a lot going on tonight. I got 6 plays in total in the NBA tonight. I will have a mega pack up momentarily where you can get all of those plays. I have a 10-star game of the week play. I haven't had a 10-star in a while, but I got one tonight, a play that I had to attack, a play I'm going balls to a wall on. So if you want to ride that play with me, you can. And I got 2 plays from college hoops for 8 total. I've been telling y'all since we got into March, man, that time is coming. Well, that time is now. The Big 12 tournament starts today. We got the bulk of it really getting started tomorrow. It's a great week to bet college hoops. I will be heavily active there. And then today we got 12 NBA games, man. So like I said, I got 6 of them that I had to attack. So just looking to do some damage today. Money making Tuesday. Hop on with me, PickDawgz Premium. Best bang for your buck is something long term. Pair me up with one of the guys, and let's make this a magical month to remember.
Magical month to remember. Jay usually does well on these types of cards. These are the cards he does some damage with, but he's got that Rangers cap on. I wonder if the Rangers pitching staff stays healthy. Is it a top 3, top 5 rotation with DeGrom, Big Game Nate, and now Mackenzie Gore? What do you think, Jay?
Yeah, I would probably say top 3 for sure.
Okay, it's up there.
Yeah, so if we can get our bats going, maybe we can get back. Especially, I think our division kind of weak this year. I'm not afraid of the Astros. I'm not really afraid of the Mariners. Not really afraid of the A's. Never afraid of the Angels. So, we might be back at the top, back in the playoff picture. We'll see.
Interesting. Baseball coming up soon. Of course, that's my favorite season. College hoops, my favorite sport to bet on, but I love baseball. I got my season pass up, MLB season pass at Pick Dawgz Premium. For today's games, I have my bank shot best bet in college hoops. We're on a 60-34 bank shot best bet run. That's 64% our last 94 plays. Also love the NBA card today. It's one of my favorites of the season. Having a good NBA year. I've got 5 picks in the NBA today. So long-term plan is going to be your best bet. Get you everything today. I think I have 7 or 8 total plays. And then the rest of the week, of course, the conference tournament play. A monthly pass gets you MLB opening day the first week. So check out those long-term plans, those multi-capper specials. Always your best bet.
Ron, 5 NBA plays tonight? What the
5 NBA plays for Ron
That's
tonight.
a lot.
Right, especially for Ron. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's one of my favorites. I usually maybe one. I pass on a lot of NBA cards altogether. This is one where I honestly had to hold myself to 5. There's a few other ones that I definitely could have added as well. But we know what time it is. Okay.
Parlay.
Chris, you got a parlay for the people?
Yeah, I got 2. One of them's a round robin, but the other one is the parlay that I kind of cooked up during the show. It's the anti-J parlay. It's the Maple Leafs money line, the Raptors money line, and Canada money line against Puerto Rico.
Fade
We're
that shit.
killing that narrative today.
I'm on the other side.
Canadians can't have nice things.
Shit.
That narrative is out the window.
Puerto Rico, Montreal, and who's the other one? Oh, Rockets.
0 for 3, 3 for 3. Anyways, I'm kidding. My round robin though, for college hoops today, all these on the money line, round robin by 3, 4. I'm going to do them by 5 as well. All to win outright. Monmouth against who's Monmouth playing against CAA title game? Trying to remember now. Ron, help me here.
They're playing Hofstra.
Hofstra, that's it. Detroit Mercy in the Horizon League. You got Santa Clara, UT Rio Grande Valley against McNeese, and Utah against Cincinnati. All on the money line. You hit 3, you probably make your money back. If not, profit a little bit.
All right, Brad Francis.
Arizona State plus 5.5. That game tips off in 2 minutes. Let's go.
No.
And then, yes, they're going to win. Actually, you know what? Arizona State money line. I misspoke there. And then we're going to go Kings money line.
Oh, God. What a disaster. Just wait a couple minutes so you're not able to get that bet in. Brian, what do you got?
Arizona State, they're not winning that game. Oh, anyway. Minnesota Timberwolves laying the points, Memphis Grizzlies plus the points, and the Rockets plus the points.
You mean Raptors plus the points?
No, I'm sorry, Raptor. I wrote Rockets down. I wrote it down wrong. Raptors plus the points, Grizzlies and Wolves.
Freudian slip.
That.
You got to
Well, yeah, it is
Freudian slip.
Mm-hmm.
I messed up.
What a shame. Jay, what do you got?
3 dogs, all outright. ML. We start with the Lake Show. The Lakers. Luka Doncic and them not losing to them T-Wolves tonight. Rudy Gobert, you can't fucking guard me. Taking the Boston Celtics. Hey, let me teach you something tonight, young blood. Y'all not there yet. We the team that's running the NBA, and we still run it. Give me the Celtics. And last but not least, it has to be done. The Terrapins, Maryland, money line. Oregon should not be laying points on anybody. They are that ass, and they will prove it to y'all again. Give me the crap 5 outright money line.
All right, for me, I'm going to go mixed sport. We'll do NBA. I like the Pacers plus the points, Rockets laying the points, and then in college hoops, I'll add. Let's see. I'll go. I actually like that Utah play plus the points, and I'll take Prairie View laying the points against Alcorn State. It's a 4-teamer for me. And a couple of comments about NHL. We did the NHL at the beginning. I just did not put the NHL logo graphic up, so my bad. But we did go over hockey at the very beginning of today's show. Good luck, everybody, today. Enjoy the games. Afternoon college hoops. You can start watching it now, 12:30 Eastern, Baylor, Arizona State. And we'll see you tomorrow. As always, we'll try to act more professional tomorrow. As always, this is Ron Romanelli alongside Chris, Brad, Brian, and Jay. Good luck.
Sun Devils. Sun Devils.